What's going on, everybody? Before we get started, I really quickly would like to go to the old YouTubes, pull up the new teaser trailer from The Hunter Call of the Wild, show you guys in case you haven't seen it yet, and for everybody that's going to be, that can't be here live and, watching this at a later time, you'll kind of understand the context, hopefully, of what tonight's stream is all about. So, really quick, let me switch the camera over. Hopefully that works. There we go. Alright, so Call of the Wild. It's hilarious that Scarecrow pops up before Expansive Worlds does. I mean, Flitter's already got a video up on it. Now, here's the thing, though. Like, unless they've got insider information, which they might. Based off of the trailer, I will caveat, there's not much to see. Actually, you know what would be easier? It would actually be easier for me to go to Discord. Let's pull up the Discord. I mean, this is it. I'll play it twice. It's short and you might be, we'll play it twice here. Now, if you notice, they changed the plaques, what they look like behind that gems box there. So we can see here, we've got trophy customization, large wall mount. So you can see we've got saltwater crocodile, roe deer, several roe deer. I don't know why they're taxidermy these. None of these things should be taxidermy. That being said, I don't judge what you taxidermy because it's your lodge and, well, you put what you want in there. But I digress. It looks like we can actually manage our, which is so nice because when you guys are like me that has been playing since console release, this is the new account, so we've got like 300 or something diamonds on here, but I had 3,000 plus diamonds, like prior to, and like those are still in the trophy manager, and like when you shot stuff way back in like 2018, it sucks having to scroll from 2025 to 2018, so that's why I'm also kind of selective what I taxidermy nowadays. Anyway, I digress. Let's continue. So, all right, I'm going to pause it real quick again here. So you can see we've got the filters. We've got birds, mammals, reptiles, other animals. Rarity, I do like that. That's going to be nifty. Animal class, metal. That's going to be so nice. That's gonna make what we're going to be doing tonight so much more worth it, man. Let's get some diamonds and rares to put in this lodge, man. I mean, the 2025 lodge is looking beautiful, but 2026 is right on the corner, and that dude's not full yet. But I kind of accepted the fact at this point that I don't think the 2025 lodge is going to get full. And honestly, partly it's because I don't think we can realistically do it at this point. But the other part of it, I'm going to blame the lodge itself. That 2025 lodge, I chose the Spring Creek Manor because I wanted something different. There's just so many small game placards in there. Like, it's just, unless I focused on small game, I'm like, meh, I want big boys. Here goes. We're going to hit that any button. I'm feeling in the mood for anything tonight. Hirschfelden, Mississippi, Quattro. Maybe not Quattro. I don't know. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Unpopular opinion incoming. Don't judge me for this, but I'm just not a fan of Quattro. I don't know why. It's a beautiful map. All right, we got Yukon. I'll take Yukon. This is where the big boys roam. I needed, well, what are the odds I'm going to run into a level 9 fox? $23. I'll go check these lakes. We're up here. If it's an actual, let's see here. We can tell real quick. Is this an actual level 7 Yukon? Because if it is, I don't want to sound cocky and I'm knocking on wood, but we're going to find a diamond. Yeah, this is a virgin Yukon. Fingers crossed we stay on it. Yukon holds for me personally. J-Biz and I, we've talked, and he thinks what's funny is because I don't like Quattro, but he thinks like Quattro is like, and he's tested it, like Quattro is the best map when it comes to finding diamonds, and I'm like, Yukon is. This holds my record, man. Ricks and I, we shot 6 diamonds, one setting, just running around, man. Oh, geez, I'm not where I thought I was. I'm nowhere near where I thought I was. That's okay. Let's go where my favorite area. Oh my gosh, I just realized you guys are still looking at YouTube or whatever my Discord is. My apologies, folks. There we go. My bad. See? Yukon. I saw that fox. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Well, so far, I've seen nothing. I'm not sure if I've got a level 5 moose in my lodge or not. I don't think I do. I've got a few rare moose in the lodge, but no dimes yet, that I recall. I could have had one that I shot in January that I do not remember. No trophy moose. There's quite a few here, though. No rares. Where to go next? Oh, oh man! I thought that was a moose. I was like, is that a piebald? Wing it and try it down here. Last few times I've played Yukon, I completely struck out on the swamp area. Back in the good old days, that was it, man. But I'd have a 5 hanging out down here. I really would like to be where this guy's at, but he's there, so. I'll check the smaller lakes up to the north here. I don't know. I did a very hasty and quick search of that northern part. But if we could stay in the server long enough, I mean, we can cover some ground. And I guarantee, like I said, I'll but guarantee that we're going to find something. This is a brand new Yukon. And Yukon's an absolute banger when it comes to initial spawn dimes. Hang on, I didn't see a male down there. Must have not gotten close enough. Run over here because I do want a Canadian goose for the trophy lodge, and well, I might run into him in the next 600 meters. Definitely ran into some geese. None of them were interesting. There's only one level 4, and it was a small level 4 at that. Welcome back. Well, as you can see, we're doing the same old, same old. We're looking for some dimes, some rares, and really anything else we can put in the lodge. Multiplayer server, of course, so I have no idea what we're going to see, run into, or what to expect. Oh, we just got server host. No way. We're shooting everything I see, folks. We're making some money tonight. Normally, I'm pretty courteous when it comes to people's maps, and obviously I'm going to shoot their diamonds if I see them, but I'm not going to add a whole bunch of unnecessary hunting pressure and all that. But now that I'm the host and this is technically a ghost map, shots are going to get fired. Now, I don't want to wound a moose and go chase him down, because they'll tank this 300 like it's nobody's business. Also not going to go walk 700 meters around this lake to get that $800 female moose. Shoes are rare, I would. Ooh. Is that guy Wall of Shame worthy? 55 to 109. I don't think he is. Alright, well, let's journey another 600 meters south. We'll probably run into a lot of the same geese, but this time I'll get a little trigger happy with them. Get up here, catch up to these guys, and have some fun. I'm not. Starting to snow. See the wolf that's hollering at me. Is Lucky broken? Sure is. So many geese around, it's hard to tell like what I've looked at and what I haven't. Well, I failed to catch up to the bison, but we're almost to this other lake. Now we're close enough to the lake. I don't want to just start ghosting these dudes. I might wing it. Why not? Where'd that 4 go? You'll do. Oh, I shot the wrong one, of course. I wish they'd do this to all the maps. Make it like possible to snow on them. That'd just be cool. On the maps that it's possible to snow on, of course. Going for headshots on her. Alright, well, that guy ran way further than I want to go. He still hasn't dropped health yet, so that's cool. Ghost map. No animals were harmed in the making of this film. No great ones, I should say. Alright, well, another 600 meters. Let's see what happens. 1,300. Could drop south to the river. I'm gonna check this other lake though. I totally went at AFK. I didn't factor in the lake, folks. Thought I could get back before, you know, that happened. like how this sits, or at least this hill. Hopefully it goes back down. The problem with a lot of the lakes on Askey Ridge is like they sit on top of these hilltops and these bowls, and you can't really sneak up on them. I mean, you can, but like, I'm not going to spend 45 minutes sneaking up on a level 2 mule deer. Dude messed up. Oh, no way he survived that. No way. Still alive. 30 out of 6. Man, it's a little bit better, but not great. Actually, the geese selection on this map has been pretty subpar. But that's why they call it hunting. I just wanted to get eyes on him. I could just catch glimpses of his antler, and like he looked big, but he's what I call the pumpkin rack. He's a little guy. All right, well, still moose drink time. I think I am going to go south, and I don't know. This is a good bison area. It takes forever to get over here, but it might be worth it, depending on which way the wind's blowing. Honestly, that's going to dictate which direction we take on the lake here. I don't know. That said, I was looking at the stats the other day of all the, like, you know, the tens of thousands of animals I've spooked. I've only spooked 75 with my scent. So I don't know if the wind is that big of an issue unless you're like bow hunting. Good. The wind's actually good for going this route.
Yellow key.
The map looks insane when it's covered in snow. I would like to snag level 3 Harlequin duck. That'd be awesome. Pop this little dude. I wish Lucky wasn't broken. They need to fix that. That's been broken way too long at this point. Dog's in multiplayer just doing what he's doing. He's invisible. He's like stuck under the map. We might be able to get him to splash around. The problem is when he's stuck like that, he's still making noise. While the animal noise isn't like a huge factor, if like that's the difference though between alert and fleeing. Also, subconsciously, like, you know that meme where it's like, he's not trying to race you? He's like, yeah, he is. He just blinked. Like, the other level 60 that's in the server here with an almost 5,000 session score, like, I have to beat that too. So we got to find a diamond first, and we need to shoot some things to get that score going. Need to find some grizzly bear along this route, hopefully. That'd add to it. I like how the last patch they were like, we made wolves more aggressive, and then every wolf we've seen is run from us. That's Wall of Shame worthy right there, folks. That easily fits into that's trophy lodge worthy. Let's go. No, I hope he died. He did not just die in the water. No, he's, well, hopefully he gets stuck. This is the downside to Yukon. We're probably going to have to go all the way around this finger, all the way around here, all the way around here, and by the time we get there, well, he might have done floated across. I don't know. Wolves are juicy targets, but honestly, that depending on what that guy scores, he might actually be like real deal trophy lodge worthy. Small animals like this, folks, are actually just as rare, if not rarer, than diamonds. I'd actually argue they're rare. Oh, were you guys broken? Photo op? You guys down for a photo op? Alright. Hang on, chill. Sir, can I get a close-up of you? Yep, perfect. Let's get the mountains there. Yeah, just like Yeah, there you go. Proud. Yep. All right. Nope, nope. Look back just like you were. No, no. All right. Where's your little level 1 friend at? Did we spook him already? Because if I did, we're going to take it out on you guys. Oh, he might edge his way over here, actually. All right. Tell you what. This is awkward because I like you guys, but you got to go. Watch me get nuked by the moose. Oh, she aggressive. Oh, no. Oh, she's mad, and I'm hurt. Oh, no. This could be bad, bad. I'm scared. I'm scared. She's still up. I missed the last two. Go down. Bruh. That was embarrassing. Oh, cool. Level 2's floating to us. Or level 1. It looks like, because his body's stopped there, it looks like we can cross here, maybe? I'm going to save that just to make sure that's a small one. I don't think it is, unfortunately. I really did think that female was going to knock us out. I was going to be very disappointed. Just got smoked by a wolf in the session. Hoping to get a little lucky, you know, find at least a rare. I don't know, okay. Chill. The one time I wish I had a med pack on me. You want to return Call of the Wild into a survival game. Just fall off something or get attacked like that, just where you're like barely hanging on, and then like you got to be careful. Howdy, howdy. I like multiplayer when it breaks like this and animals get stuck like that. The best is when it happens on Emerald Coast and like large herds of stuff get stuck like that, and you make 30 grand in 5 seconds. Did I shoot that bear and I can't get over there? Big two. I need to switch the 22 back to the Hyperion. I think that's what's throwing me off. Or it's just a skill issue. My defense, those ducks are really small and they're flying really fast. Losing confidence in tactic here. That said, man, I don't know. I kind of want one of these ducks. What is this? Oh, okay, I was like, what the heck? Dude was underwater. Well, even if we were to, you know, see a dime, I don't think we're gonna hit it. It's on a four-wheeler, but that shouldn't affect me at all. But if he's going to be driving around, I kind of want to go down here and maybe see if he pushes something my way. I don't know. I feel like I talked up Yukon and we're rolling in here. Not seeing anything. There's no more snow. Everything blends in up here. What I should do is make everybody mad, change it to wolf drink time. Walking all this way and leaving empty-handed. Shoot that feller. Gonna actually drive to where it gets super thick and wooded, and then probably bail out right when I get to the opening of the swamp area, and hopefully push something out in the open. Just a tiny caribou. Like a new Yukon, man. There's something somewhere. We just gotta find it. Not looking in the right spots. Time could be an issue. I'm gonna change it early drink time. It might be worth walking the river for grizzlies. That's a dream rare of mine is an albino grizzly. Never seen one. Would like to. Maybe there's one on this map. Who knows? Oil rats. I I know there's something here, man. On this map, Yukon's big and it's hard to navigate though sometimes. Striking out again on the swamp area, and we've got an intruder coming in. Doing, little feller. Rages again. tiny guys. See if this long hike pays off. This is a gamble. Could be just burning nothing but time, but we'll see. Big female. Where's he at, though? So you didn't expect to see grizzly tracks all the way up here. I mean, I've had the diamond challenge up for a while. No one else is shooting dimes either. I shouldn't have said anything about the old Yukon. I think I jinxed myself.
It's a big wolf track. Could be a waste of time, just a big level 8. Eat some poop so I can see where he's at. And they just must be on the right on the other side of that hill, because I cannot see this guy still, and we're right on top of him. At this point, I don't know if I already spooked him or what's going on here. guy is who knows where at this point, but it is a max weight wolf track, so you never know. Could be 9. I just need to get eyes on this guy, man. Out to 86, this guy. So I was looking for him. I think we definitely spooked. He was here. We spooked him, and yeah, I'm not sure where he went. Howdy, folks. Howdy.
Unfortunately, I think got skunked tonight on the old Yukon. Last ditch effort.
Definitely not as much bear activity as I'd hoped for up here.
I think I got all 3 of those. Well, that's good to hear. Good to hear, my man. Well, I'm just here to just trying to find, trophies. But this is, part of like what makes me enjoy Call of the Wild. Like we're getting skunked right now, but I mean we got a lot of trigger time. We're seeing stuff. And if it was as easy as just going out every time and you just find a diamond, the game would lose its fun. What's going on, Mac? So, what do you think, man? New Trophy Lodge stuff. Four after four after four. He's been shot before. Did I shoot him? Maybe that's the one we shot earlier. Pretty excited. I like the fact that I was like the very beginning of the stream I like talked about it a little bit and I was like, it's one thing when you're starting out your Call of the Wild career and you've got your Trophy Lodge going, but when you're like you and me and like we've been playing for years and years and just have so many trophies, the fact that we can manage them now, that's insane. I'm really surprised that nobody shot a diamond. This guy's almost got 10,000 session score. Nice, dude. Yeah, man, because, like, when you, folks, if you don't have, you know, insane amount of trophies, and I'm not trying to brag either, I'm just saying, like, logistically, like, when you have trophies that are from 2018 and you got to drag them out or want to drag them out, you got to go scroll all the way down, and it takes a while. Or, not to mention, if you're looking for a very specific one, especially if you don't have it in a trophy lodge, and then you got to go find for it, oh, man. Round rules them all. There's another one stuck. I mean, I might as well get trigger happy at this point. That's awesome, dude. Starting out the game, man, it's a little bit of a curve, you know, learning it, but hang in there. It's worth it. Welcome to the club. Hopefully you become like us and become trophy obsessed. I'm really striking out tonight on the old Yukon and the whole run and gun thing. This early in the morning, I almost want to go back up north, back to the burnt forest, just to see if anything's kind of crawling around there that I didn't see earlier. That grizzly bear just went. What is it doing? It's like it's still moving. Doing what red deer used to do. That was wild. This being such a low-level server, too, when I joined, I was really hopeful that we were going to run into some pretty nice initial spawns, but... man. Nothing.
I doubt there's anything around here where I can't see, but I'm gonna look just in case. I look, that's where my albino grizzly's hanging out. Grizzlies in general. I wouldn't be mad at a rare grizzly or a grizzly bear great one. That'd be interesting. I still suppose that they just make everything a great one eventually. Why not? In this early morning sun, I can catch something out here running through. Head down here, see if there's any grizzlies. I doubt there will be. I tempted fate by not bringing the 257 with me because I, figured we'd run into a 9 legendary fox, but that didn't pan out. Really hoping to run into a diamond goose, but struck out there too. I do wish this Yukon was tinted so I could get around faster. That's what kind of limits the run and gun, at least on a shorter time scale for Yukon, because big map. Feels big. Yeah, I think it's just the lighting. That caribou right there looks awfully dark, but I just saw the white patch. Sayo, you think? My gosh, folks, there we go. There's a 9 legendary grizzly bear right there. Let's go. Fingers crossed he's not a troll.
Oh, get out of that. I know my luck. I'm that caribou's going to turn his head. I'm going to shoot his antlers. Don't tell me I whiffed that. Nah, he's done. Don't die in the water. Let's go. He's down. Let's go. Forget everything I said, folks. This entire stream, Yukon's still Yukon. I know, that's what I said. I was like, man, I hope he doesn't troll. My luck, he probably will. But at the same time, there it is. We ran into a 9 legendary. It's still cool. As far as what I would consider a successful, well, outside of, you know, putting this thing in an actual trophy launch. Come on, let's go. Dime, dime, dime. It's a diamond. Let's freaking go. All right, we're adding a diamond grizzly bear to the 2025 lodge. Let's go. Took a hot minute, but we found it. Really glad I circled back to that lake because I've already searched there. And won the competition. All right, now that we've got the diamond and the trophy lodge thing secured and in the bag, I can't let this guy, you know, he's already got 10,000 session score. We've got 6,900. Let's change that. Just because, you know. Click. Yeah, I saw that estimate, and at first I was like, of course I'd find this 9. He's gonna troll me, but made it. Pat skin of our teeth, we made it. Oh man, that guy ran far. Must have made a bad shot. Need to do is find a pack of wolves. He made dime. Of course, now the guy's gonna start smoking grizzlies too. What happened there? Is there a rock not rendered in? Yeah, what did he score? Hang on. Oh, I guess I didn't capture it. That's cool. Hang on. I'll scroll the footage back and look. He scored 67.48. I guess we just got a single long shot on this guy. There had to have been a rock not rendered in. That first shot was lined up perfect. Your first time, man. That's freaking awesome. I'm assuming you're on Leighton Lakes, starting your epic journey. You're the one that shot the 216, right? The nice whitetail. Well, we've got some first timers in here, and I'll say this just as a disclaimer because you're starting out, you know, and I don't want to discourage you on your journey in this game. You know, it's going to take you a minute before you're able to do what we're doing right now on stream. You just don't have the perks for it, you know, but you'll get there. That is, of course, you know, unless you're into Great One grinding or you're just one of those that likes to get out there and hunt. Which now that they've added feeders, the bow hunter in me in this game, man, it's like, oh, I want to just. It'd be insanely boring for you guys to watch, but just sit there in like a tree stand, just watching that feeder stuff comes in, to just thump them with the bow. So much fun. He's just attentive. I was like, is this guy stuck too? Well, I mean, is it bad if I, you know, just I feel like statistically if I look at enough bison herds, I'm gonna find a 9 legendary. And I kinda wanna do that. But before we do that, I want to change over to the 375 because it's just going to do better, I think. And I'm going to grab a beverage, folks. I'll be right back. Hopefully I don't get kicked from this. Right, I'm back, folks. Sorry for that. There's Lucky being weird. $7 well spent. You gotta say that out loud. Actually, I've used Lucky so much, and I've got so like, especially once they added the fact that you could do dual traits with dogs. Like, I the game's hard for me now if I don't have Lucky. Like, that's how useful he is to me. I love being able to just shoot stuff and having him go grab rabbits or birds or whatever would keep going. But in multiplayer, he breaks, and well, here we are. You know what? You know what I almost want to do? Because we got our dime grizzly here. Just on a whim. I said it when I started. I don't, I have no map in particular in mind tonight, but knowing our friends here starting out in the old Yukon, or the old, Layton. Let's go find a Layton. I actually I almost want to pull a beginner loadout out, but I also don't want to handicap myself in that. Because I'm gonna be real with you guys. You guys, with your starting out, with your 243, you got the over/under shotgun. Is it the 357 they start out with? I don't remember. That said, just because you can doesn't mean you should stick to shooting the small stuff. And obviously feel free to ask questions. I won't steer you wrong. I'll shoot you straight though too. What I'm doing right now, like as far as a gameplay or games played stuff, that's what makes this game cool. Is like there's actually a bunch of different ways people play it, and it just kind of depends on which category you fit in. And for me, like this is kind of my thing, is what I call run and gun, and we're literally just doing that. We've been successful so far. Now we're on Layton. Layton is honestly deep down, like maybe it's the nostalgia. It's just I love this map. Hunting like prospects this day and age, honestly, it's like meh, in my opinion. But man, this map is banger. See if I can see her moving up on that hillside to the right there, but I don't see her. Just a solo rabbit too. I will say feeders, if for nothing else, attracting rabbits is just kind of a game changer. Oh, I got server host to this one too. Let's go. 7:40. It's about to be whitetail drink time. Bear just about to be done. Where do I want to be? Head back and go the other direction. So I love Way the Hunter. Um, I like its authenticity, you know, everything like that. But I think what really keeps me coming back and has been since forever for Call of the Wild is there's the sense of the unknown, man. You every time you fire it up and you step out here, you have no idea what you're gonna see. Whereas like kind of the polar opposite, once you get like a grounding and like once you start managing your herds and everything like that in Way of the Hunter, you know exactly what you're gonna see every single time. And like in some respects that's awesome because it's so authentic, you know, and like that's cool, but like at the same time, like the replayability for me and like it is more casual, which does make it more fun in that respect. Whereas like Wave the Hunters is one of those games that it's fun in the sense that it's hard. I should say. But I absolutely like both games. There's a lot of stuff that I really wish Call of the Wild would actually adopt that's in Wave the Hunter. Quality of life wise, Wave the Hunter's way better game. I mean, they've got a photography mode. I mean, that was in Hunter Classic. I'm shocked it didn't make the transfer over. The vehicle being, you know, a mobile, basically a mobile like storage unit. That's nice. The ballistic system in that game is like unparalleled. That's insane. But at the same time, to the scale that Call of the Wild is, it's pretty good too. Then again, you know, I've seen a lot of people can, and at the end of the day, in my personal opinion, when it comes down to Call of the Wild or Wade the Hunter, I think it is apples to oranges. They're same genre, they're hunting games, but they're two different games. Then again, you know, if you're looking for kind of an authentic or realistic game, we're gonna go ahead and turn our hunting hut off. We're gonna hide all animal clues. And we're now playing a hunting simulator. That said, I do know, you know, this is where like map knowledge, animal knowledge comes into play because this game has need zones to where they're stuck to, and that is like a kind of the attractiveness to the game too, I guess. In respect, you kind of know where your animals are going to be, but at the same time, you got to get out there. And that's what. So I'm playing multiplayer right now, and like that's what I like about it too, because like on my own maps, you know, I've checked them out enough that like I kind of know what to expect to see in my own Leighton Lakes. But this Leighton Lakes, I have no idea. Could be anything out here, man. And the biggest thing, and I've said this quite a bit. The biggest thing I think holding Wave the Hunter back is the trophies. Like, okay, we've got 5 stars. That's cool. Like, I just wish the racks didn't all look the same. Sure, they added, you know, some non-typicals to mule deer, but that should have been like in the game, you know, like especially if even they wanted to hint at the Call of the Wild audience, you know, which obviously they were console, you know, wise. I don't know. They need more rare fur types. And honestly, you know, I do understand like the other argument of like, well, rare fur types are like exotically rare in real life. It's like, yeah, sure, but like it's a game. Let's spice it up, you know. Way of the Hunters trophy lodges too, like while they're cool, they look amazing. It does after a while, like once you have enough like 5-star whitetail, you're like, all right, well, need some variety in here now. Speaking of whitetail, it's whitetail drink time. I'm gonna pop on over to Roanoke Lake. Hopefully we get lucky. It's just big level 3 albino, super rare. Oh, they're walking the right direction. The other thing is too, like, and I keep this in mind, obviously. Um, Call of the Wild's got a lot of years on Way of the Hunter, and that's okay. They're going the right direction. It'll just take them time. Games take time to make, you know. But then again, at the same time, let's get some crazy racks going. Let's get true racks. Or it's a next gen game. Let's get randomly generated racks. Let's go. That's a system I wish they would add in because, you know, Classic does that and it's insane. That game is amazing because you really have no idea what you're ever going to see. That's one of those games that the biggest deer that you see, you better taxidermy it because that may be it, you know? There is a new hunting game coming out, I think this year. I think it's coming out, or not this year, 2026. I want to say like April. I think it's called Ultimate Hunting. And I mean, unless it's like one of those games where it's just like a complete fabricated lie, it could be a real deal competitor to Call of the Wild. But in my opinion, I think for the overall replayability, it comes down to the trophy variety. I've been playing this game on console since like 2018, 2019-ish. And I still don't have all the diamonds. And I still don't have all the rares. I still don't have all the great ones. And I play it all the time. You know what I mean? And like there's always something to go after. Whereas again, like I understand the concept, but after you're like 4th or 5th 5-star whitetail that looks exactly like the last ones that you shot, you're like, all right, I get it. Mission accomplished. Whereas, you know, with the scoring system in this game, you have that kind of like, which, I mean, I do like the fact that Wave the Hunter simplified it. Where like, here's this 500, here's the 500 is the 5-star store for everything. Like, it's just that simple. Okay, cool. I don't have to memorize a bunch of different numbers like you do with this game. But at the same time, like it's like again, you're like, yeah, okay, I've got a diamond whitetail. This scored 255. Well, now I want a bigger whitetail. Well, now I want a 265. Wait, there's bigger whitetail? Yeah. But they're super, super, super rare. Well, not like super rares, but you know what I'm saying. And next thing you know, you're like me, you're out here trying to find like, you know, the next, like just next biggest thing for your trophy lodge. That said though, man, it's so fun to get out there in Wave the Hunter. Even with all of the maps, my Nez Perce Valley is still my favorite map. I love just getting out there. Go down here just in the off chance that there's big whitetail on this coastline. I know there is down here, but somebody be just a Renaki, huh? Oh, Cody, you're level 60. Hate to do this to you, bud, but I'm gonna have to kick you. Actually, we're not gonna kick him. He beat us to it fair and square. Biggest whitetail I've got in Trophy Lodge, 299, was shot actually right here. Old Leighton Lakes. Way back in the day. He was a perfect 300, and I ruined him. Back in those days, it was actually harder to get diamonds, though. Like you do, like everything you did counted toward the diamond score, so like you couldn't mess stuff up. Now you basically just have to shoot them and you're good to go. I'm gonna strike out in the whitetail category down here, though, right now. Just wait until this guy adds hunting pressure and then kick him. That'd be the worst. This is kind of a heavy hike, but I'm hoping the payout is right at the end of it. And unfortunately, good, bad, or ugly, depending on, well, I don't know. I may take a gander down toward the bridge area, kind of this area. But I just mute the wrong guy. All right, now we're getting back into whitetail country. Oh yeah, you know what? I don't care. Trying not to panic. Haven't seen any whitetail yet. Ah, here we go. The fact that I'm discovering zones here tells me this is actually a fairly new Leighton. First ever diamond was a mallard right here on Leighton Lakes. Definitely a ton of whitetail over here. As far as a hunting experience go, you know, if you're wanting to get out here with a bow and arrow, put the scent killer on, bring the collar out, and you're not, it'd be nice to put a trophy in the trophy lodge, but if you're just looking to put arrows on target, Leighton Lake's your map. That's an insane amount of whitetail. Do I not have the outpost discovered up here? Still never seen a blonde mallard, and I'd love to. That's been high on the wanted list for a long time. Dude just disappeared. Never saw that guy over there. quite a bit of hunting pressure up here. I'm not sure if somebody schwacked all the whitetail up here or not. Trim Lake. This will be our last area to check, unfortunately, folks. And we're going to head to the Trophy Lodge, put our grizzly bear away. There's a lot of money opportunities here. Lots of stuff to shoot, but in terms of trophy hunting, gotta cover ground. All right, folks, I think we're going to call that there. Let's go ahead and back out of here, get into the Trophy Lodge. Game's gonna crash. It's actually an old school glitch that resurfaced, I think. Back in the day, if you went for multiplayer to your trophy lodge, it'd crash the game, and well, here we are. 2025. Guess I can't put them there. I might need to move that mule deer. You know, you know. Brett, I think I'm gonna have to take down that mule deer, put him somewhere else. A spot that I see that this grizzly bear will actually fit. Which is, again, kind of a downside to this. Actually, hang on. We got a big placard right here. Boom. Diamond Grizzly, random multiplayer Yukon. Mission success. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everybody stopping by. We'll see you guys on the next one.